don't think that, like, even if, because honestly, I'm not the,
well,
I'm just picking, okay. Don't think that, like, even if, because honestly, I'm not the, well, I'm just picking, okay.
You want to chip it even more?
I was just trying to clean it out. Okay.
Hey, what's up? It's your girl Neek, and you're tuned in to Neek at Night. Okay, so tonight I'm going to be talking about Queen and Clarence and their relationship. They did a video talking about whether they argue or not, and they went into details about their relationship, and her fans went berserk in the comments. A lot of people accused Clarence of being controlling over her. A lot of people realized that, you know, she's very insecure and she just, you know, wants to say whatever is going to please him. All of these things are things that I talked about 8 months ago when she first got together with them, and I watched some of their videos. I did a video describing her relationship and the difference between Patty and her, and in that video I talked about how Queen was insecure and how she needed the approval of a man and how she changed her ways just to form what she felt like would be a good image for Clarence. And a lot of people are now picking up on that, and a lot of people are angry about it. Here are some of the comments that people left, and then I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit more about this situation. Okay, so as you can see, people felt some type of way. A lot of people were angry that he kept cutting her off. A lot of people didn't like his sentiment, like he was the prize and that she would be, you know, lost if she ain't got him and everything like that. And he's made this statement several times. I remember when he was ranting on Twitter one time, he posted something and he was like, you know, saying how Queen will never find nobody better than him. And a lot of people had a problem with that then, but he's still like reassuring and embedding in her head that he's just the best to it and he's the best thing smoking. And a lot of people were like, hold up, like all you do is tag along in her shadow. Like she's the talent, she's the personality, and she's the whole show. And a lot of people were trying to encourage her to know that, girl, you're the prize and he's not the prize. And without you, he's going to be somewhere clickbait titles just like Chris is right now. And so a lot of people got very angry at this video. And again, this all stems from their video where they were kind of trying to describe whether they argue or not. There was a lot of people who also did not like the way that he talked about CJ. They were like, hold up, like you're supposed to love CJ regardless. And it seemed like he's just tolerating the situation, which in essence, that's really what's going on. He's securing his bag with Queen. He not worried about CJ, and it shows. And it's not like an unconditional love, like I love the mother and I love her child. It's like I tolerate her child because it's her child, but you know, my child is going to get here and because it's going to be my child's brother, then, you know, of course I got to love him. Kind of like that. And people were like, hold up, like, you know, they didn't like the way he said it. They didn't like his verbiage.
It's just like, I have to love CJ. It's like, that's my son's older brother. He's gonna adore CJ. I know my son is gonna follow CJ.
So people people started to recall like all the times where he threw CJ off to the wayside. There was a time when Queen was doing rehearsal, and it was her and Trey doing rehearsal, and CJ wanted some food. He's like, I'm hungry, and Clarence tried to like shun him off to the mom and shun him off to Trey, like whenever he needed to like potty her and everything. And people were angry. They were like, hold up, like you're just holding the camera. Get the boy some food.
Tell your mom right there.
People were like, wait a minute, the mom is singing. Like, why aren't you getting up to give him some food?
Tell your mom right there.
And then after that, he had to go pee. And then Trey, who's also singing, he tells Trey, like, you know, go take him to potty. And everybody was like, wait, why aren't you doing anything? You have to listen very close. You can hear CJ saying, I have to pee. And then you hear him calling out to Trey, who's also trying to rehearse, to tell him, like, Trey, you take him to the bathroom. Then Fraudbusters actually posted this video where she was talking to Clarence about how, you know, girls just want to catch an opportunity for him to cheat on her and things like that. And CJ's trying to get her attention, and she's kind of like shunning CJ off because she's trying to, you know what I'm saying, talk to Clarence. And so people were like, dang, like, pay attention to your son.
Guess what? As soon as you hurt me, they gonna be all open arms for you.
Who said I'ma hurt you?
Huh?
Who said I'ma hurt you?
I'm saying that's what they want. Look at CJ staring. Boy, hold on. I'm coming.
So under the thread of Fraudbusters, people was going ham in the comments about her, you know, dismissing her son. But honestly, on this part, as a parent, as soon as your child sees you talking to somebody and they want your attention. So I know as a parent that probably wasn't that big of a deal. They were ripping this clip to pieces in the comment section under Fraudbusters. They calling her a bum ass mom. They calling her a deadbeat. They're like, oh, you missed your son. You can't see what he's up to. Like, they was going ham. And again, I don't know. I don't watch her content to see her day-to-day interaction with her son. I have a daughter myself, so I know what it is like to be 100% there for your child. And then the 1 minute that you give your attention to somebody else, your child wants that attention also. So I can't necessarily say that on this particular one. I don't know. What do y'all think? Do you think that she shuns off CJ a little too much and tends to him too much and pays more attention to Clarence than, you know, that she should be paying attention to her child? And again, as a parent, sometimes you have to tune your child out. That don't mean that you don't love them and you're not attentive to them. That just means that sometimes kids are manipulators. And if they see you giving love or showing love to somebody else, they want that attention for themselves. So that doesn't mean you're a bad mom, you know, but aside from people having issues with the relationship that he has with CJ and how, you know, their interaction is, a lot of people were like nitpicking this video where they talked about if they argue in their relationship. A lot of people started to bring up all kinds of things that they noticed during the relationship, like how her family is now alienated and not around her as much anymore. A lot of people voiced a lot of things under that comment thread. Y'all got to go and check it out. But here is her mother also talking about the situation, because a lot of people accused her mother of not being there for her.
But I've always been there for her support, and she know I has. But don't dare sit and say Clarence family supports her more than we do. That is not true. That is a lie straight from the pit of hell. That is not true at all. I support my daughter. They ain't known my daughter but 7 months, and I'm not trying to knock them, but I'm keeping it real and I'm telling the truth.
She had to step in and let people know, like, hold up, this is my child. I had her, you know, because a lot of people accused her mom, but then she had to reassure people that it's not me not being able to support her. It's them not allowing us in her space, because Clarence's family is there. How can we be there if we're not allowed to be there?
You ain't down for Queen. Because if you was down for Queen, you would have some respect for her family. You would have some respect for my grandchild. Comparing families, it's no comparison. You know, y'all need to stay humble.
Okay, and a lot of this, like, you know, people trying to dig out different things and finding different things came from the video where they sat down to talk about whether they argue or not. There are a lot of people with paragraphs on top of paragraphs on top of paragraphs in the comment section talking about they don't think that he's good for her. They don't think that he's going to treat CJ well. They don't like how they alienated from the family. There are a lot of comments under that video thread, and there's a lot of opinions, a lot of them, and they come by the paragraph loads. There's a lot of examples of, him trying to change her into who he wants to be. And there's a lot of examples of her being very insecure about herself. And it shows, and it's evident.
I want to go put on some Yeezys.
For what? We just going to the kitchen. I don't have on anything.
Okay.
We just Claire, we just going to the kitchen. Hold on, let me put on my Yeezys too then. I don't care if I'm just cooking. Forget that. I'm about to put these on right now.
And like I said in the very beginning, I talked about this in my video about Queen, where I talked about her being insecure and how her relationship is with Patty. Definitely check that video out, because I talked about a lot of the stuff that people are putting paragraphs and paragraphs and paragraphs. I talked about this a long time ago when I did that video. So I'm gonna link that video in the card above and down in the description so you guys can check that video out and check that out and see about that. What do you guys think about Clarence and Queen's relationship? What do you guys think? Do you think that this will last? Do you think that this relationship goes? Do you think that, they're just figuring each other out and people have too many opinions? Because there's also a lot of people in the comment thread too who feel like y'all have too many opinions. You're being too judgmental. Clarence is a good guy. He loves her. He's so attentive. He's sweet. He's nurturing. So as many people as there are who say that he's manipulative and he's controlling and he's, taking control of her and she's insecure, there's also a lot of comments that say he's very sweet, attentive, so there's like a balance of both. What do you think? Do you think that he's this sweet guy and they're living this great lavish life and their relationship goes? What do you guys think about this? And if you watch their video about how much they argue or whether they argue or not, and they talked about their relationship, what were your initial thoughts when you watched the video? I want to know what you guys think about this in the comment section. All right, guys, that's all for this video. Stay tuned for more celebrity news and gossip and YouTubers tea. But in order to do that, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button right now. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel so you're notified on all my new upcoming videos. And don't forget to leave a comment down below letting me know what you think about this situation. Do you think that he's controlling? Do you think that their relationship goes? What do you guys think? And to let me know that you guys made it to the end of this video, I want to give you guys 2 emojis to use at the end. One being the half moon emoji and one being the smiley face emoji. Any of the smiley face emojis paired with the half moon emoji, then I know you made it to the end. All right, guys, peace.